stay on the grind. It only takes time. It's all in your mind. Yeah, we are. She got your son at home. I didn't pay no attention. You know we in a whole new dimension. I ain't gonna pay no mind. Yo, we stay on the grind. It only takes time. It's all in your mind. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, let's go, chat. NoCap Entertainment, NoCap Media. Let's start the show.
So, guys, Fabio Wardley has just delivered maybe one of the best knockouts of the year. I'm going to have to go over the fights that I've seen so far, but I think this might be the best knockout of the year, purely because of how it came. Fabio Wardley is a UK fighter from Ipswich, an actual Ipswich fan, and just had his homecoming fight at the stadium, a massive opportunity. What was so brilliant about this knockout was that he was literally losing every round.
Headlining at his beloved Ipswich Town Football Club. Beautiful left hook. Wonderful work here from Justice Hooney. Oh, big right hand from Hooney. Another right hand, and he's relaxed. And look how quick that is. Double jab right hand, and again. Getting good shot from Hooney. He's hurt here. Fabio just has to hold on. Oh! What about that from Fabio Wardley? And it just takes one shot. Can Hooney get up? I don't think he's going to make it. Oh my word! That is unbelievable.
Honestly, yeah, congratulations to Fabio Wardley. That is how you finish a homecoming fight. When I'm telling you, I watched the fight live, guys. I'm not just going back to the highlights. My man was getting beat up. He was literally, when you see the stats at the end of the fight, he was outlanded in every category. Hooney outlanded power punches, outlanded jabs, total punches landed, total punches thrown. Every category, he was getting outclassed in. And he just landed that one punch in the 10th round. That's what you call boxing. Understand? That's what you call boxing. So let me talk about Keyshawn Davis. The last 48 hours have been really crazy. Keyshawn Davis is supposed to be headlining tonight in his hometown of Norfolk. I felt this would be a brilliant opportunity to do this video now that I've seen that performance. And just listen to the reaction of the whole stadium when Fabio connects with his right hand. And Keyshawn Davis had an opportunity to literally raise the roof. Now I know he's done it once before when he wasn't a champion, but to be a champion and drop the ball how he's dropped the ball, and really it's like a slap in the face to his people. If he can't see that, then I don't know what to tell you. And the reason I'm showing you this footage, first of all, it's a brilliant knockout, so Fabio Wardley deserves to get his light for this knockout. However, you've got to understand the moment. The whole stadium was silent for so many parts of this fight because he was getting beat up. And every time he started throwing his hands, the stadium got behind him. Yeah, go on, lad. Sort of saying, even if you lose, make sure you go out on your shield. Don't just get beat up in front of us. Do something. And he let his hands go, and he got the cherry on the cake. He got the right hand from the gods, guys. Keyshawn Davis let everyone down. He let himself down. He let boxing down. 48 hours ago, I had a video. I was dancing in the video, vibes, the sun was out. And I was like, what? Boxing back? Keyshawn called out Abdullah Mason. I couldn't believe it. I thought, yo, these young guns are going on like the young Mike Tysons round here. Do you know what I mean? I had so much respect. I still do have so much respect for them, but they dropped the ball. You can't treat your home fans like this. You had AI, Mike Vick. All these guys are supporting you from Norfolk, Virginia. Listen, guys, boxing and sports are a beautiful thing, especially when you combine your hometown. It's not to be disrespected. It's not to be disrespected in any shape or form. Keyshawn, you let yourself down. American boxing, US boxing, is in horrible shape. And I was literally just about to say, America, you look, you got some young champions on the way up. And you know, to be honest, shout out to Abdullah Mason, because Abdullah Mason looked fantastic throughout the whole weigh-in, how he carried himself, weighed in at 134.5 pounds. Do you understand? So shout out to that young king. But Keyshawn Davis, you let the team down, you let the whole boxing down, you let the whole community down, bruv. This is how it's supposed to be done. Watch how Fabio gets it done. And he was losing the fight. No one expected you to be losing the fight, but see, when you're with your home crowd, they'll back you. And then you want to disrespect him and not make weight. And then try to pay the guy a couple extra $100,000 when you could have just made the weight. It's disrespect. It's a disrespect, Keyshawn. And don't worry, shout out to Sugar Free Mars as well, because I'm going to cover the local racist idiot like Ryan Garcia, and I'll give the local two-piece to show that we ain't just coming down on the black fighters. It's none of that business for NoCap. Never has, never will be. I actually got time for Keyshawn Davis. So when I see the opportunity that they had, Bob Arum said out of his own mouth that the next one up at Top Rank is Keyshawn Davis. And it still is really in regards to numbers, right, as being a big star at Top Rank. But you can't treat your home crowd like that, bro. You're supposed to return as a champion. All this talk about, he said it on the stage, oh, I'm a champion now and it's about me keeping this belt. Keyshawn said that out of his own mouth. He said it's about keeping the belt, and then he lost the belt on the scales the next day. And on the weigh-in day, I seen him all there taking pictures with the red do-rag the whole weigh-in. He had hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to get rid of the weight. This is even before he got onto the scales, because even when he got onto the scales, they would have given him a few hours to lose the weight if he wanted to try it. He wanted to try to weight bully Edwin De Los Santos to definitely get the knockout. Why? Why, bro? You just make yourself look like a punk. You just made yourself look like a weight bully for what? Coming to the fight, even coming to the fight properly is an agreed weight. It's a championship fucking fight. At 135 pounds, that's the weight limit. Never in my life, Keyshawn, I swear to God, the morning after the press that I had a video ready to drop singing your praises, bro. About to sing your praises like, yeah, we've got a new Mike Tyson in America, fam. His name is Keyshawn Davis. I was ready to put that sauce on you, bro. And then you showed up 4.3 pounds overweight. Talk about try to give man a couple $100,000. Edwin De Los Santos don't have to take no money. So for all them fucking idiots out there that are saying Edwin Santos is a bitch, whatever, listen, we all know he was going to lose anyway. We all know with the extra 4.3 pounds, it was definitely going to be a massacre by fucking Keyshawn Davis against him. So why the fuck should he put his body through that after a 2-year layoff? Let's fucking use common sense here. Keyshawn Davis fucking voided the contract by not coming in weight. If Keyshawn would have showed up to weight at 135 pounds, we would have had a fight and he could have beat up fucking Edwin De Los Santos. Done. So it's all on Keyshawn's toes and nothing to fall on. I don't give a damn, and I'm glad that Edwin's been paid. He's got his full purse, and as far as I'm concerned, Keyshawn should still even be penalised at 200,000. And I don't even know, I've even checked YouTube now to see if he's even apologised yet, but for as long, when I last checked, he hasn't even apologised. It's disrespectful. I don't know what's going on in the water out there in America, but you guys are moving funky. Just like with the Knicks fan, when you was dashing bins on the Indiana Pacer fans and all of that. How did that work out for you? Yeah, you got your asses kicked out of the fucking series. Just like NoCap kept it real. I was like, you know what? I wanted the Knicks to kind of win this series, but when I saw game one and I was and ahhing and I took my analysis out, I left it in low. I seen Pacers were a better team. They were more healthier. They were a better team, and I was right. Go check the video. I called it from the first game. Pacers are gonna win in 6, and they did exactly that. All Cameron and all the man were saying that it's gonna go to game 7. I said no, it's not. We call a spade a spade. US. You need to check your man them. Because you know what I realised, and I'm glad to fucking say, shout out to Fabio Wardley, shout out to Conor Benn, shout out to Chris Eubank Jr. and I'm saying shout out to Josh Padley. You understand? Because us UK man, we're stepping up to the plate. Whether it's last minute, whether it's champion, whether it whatever. Shout out to Daniel Dubois. And shout out to Caroline Dubois. We got the brother and sister. Shout out to Katie Taylor. Do you know what I mean? Shout out to Amanda Serrano. She's an American fighter, but I'm just letting you know. Shout out to the fighters, mate. Shout out to the fighters. Yo, you Americans, you might want to start following some of the female fighters, because the females out there, like the Estradas and that, they seem to be moving more militant than the boys out there. Your boys are moving like some punks out there in America. They're moving like some pum-pum out there in America. How you gonna let down your home people, your hometown, all went to the university, you got Mike Vick at the university, all this promotion, and you don't even make weight? Bruv, you're taking the piss out, man. I heard Sugar Free Mars talking about earlier on the Champside show. Yo, man should have run up and just give give man a backhand and slap the taste out of man's mouth. What he won? You know how many aunties and uncles and sisters and brothers mostly would have pulled up to the show and wanted to see you perform? America, check your fighters, because they're moving like some pom-poms out there. Check Fabio Wardley in his home stadium, Ipswich Stadium, UK Badman, all the pressure, 20,000 people there, and he was getting beat up for 10 rounds. He got beat up for 9 rounds, bro. He was getting beat in front of all of his people, was getting a boxing lesson, and he never gave up, and he let the right hand go, and God blessed the right hand, and it landed and it cleaned the guy out. 10 count, done, knockout. Watch the footage.
There's all sorts of heavyweight. And it just takes one shot. Can Hooney get up? I don't think he's going to make it. That is unbelievable. Fabio Wardley losing virtually every single round, and he fights a jackhammer. Oh my word!
Well done to Fabio Wardley. You understand? That's how it's done. US fight fans, talk to your fighters, because us UK people, we wouldn't be putting up with that bullshit, bruv. And you know the worst thing is, Fabio Wardley as a talent is nowhere near as talented as Keyshawn Davis is when we're talking about pure boxing. But you know what you can't buy? You can't buy heart. You can't buy dedication. You can't buy it biting down on a gum shield and letting your hands go. Fabio Wardley said that in his post interview after the fight was done. And he goes, sometimes you just got to bite down on your gum shield and let your hands go, and the whole stadium erupted again. Do you know how proud? Listen, Fabio Wardley can go and lose 20 fights in a row now. He can lose his next 30 fights. Yeah? And Ipswich are going to rock with this bike. They're going to rock with him now till he's in the grave. This is how it works, guys. This is why Roberto Duran, the Hands of Stone, and all these fighters from back in the day were legends, because they had their fan base. They didn't let their fan base down. They knew Roberto Duran, win, lose or draw, he's going in there to fight. He's going in there to win. Sometimes he might knock the guy out. Other times the guy might knock him out. But they knew what they was getting with him. They knew he had heart. They knew he was a warrior. And like I said, Ipswich Town, Fabio Wardley is not even that high of a level of a boxer. Nowhere near. Right? But the guy's got heart and he's got power. And he just put on a show that Ipswich Town ain't going to be forgetting anytime soon. You see how you guys in America are with your NFL? That's how we are with our football. So you can imagine the Ipswich man, and he knock out the man in Ipswich Town, in the FC, in the club. It's going off. He will be loved. He can, like I said, he can lose the next 30 fights, and he can walk into any pub and they'll give him a plate of food anywhere he walks in. It don't matter. He's certified for life now, guys. This is the moment. Keyshawn had a moment where he could have said, he's already certified. I know Norfolk loves him. You know what I mean? And, you know, to be honest, we still got a lot of love for all the brothers, but it's like, you can't drop the ball. You can't do that to yourself, bro. We already have to work twice as hard anyway. So you're just giving the idiot them more excuses to chat foolishness. How can you make guys like Tio Fimo look good? You're making guys like Tio look good round here. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to lock into the Abdullah Mason fight against Nakatia. Should be a nice, easy day at the office. He's going to put on a display, and imagine that he might get a Nakatia out there towards the late round, anything between, let's say, 7 to 10. Yeah, guys, NoCap Entertainment, like and subscribe. American fans, yo, have a word with your fighters.